This is the electric skateboard P3, which is called the Wolf by Phoenix Riders. This is a budget electric skateboard that costs $249 USD, and it comes with dual motors, which is hard to find for an electric skateboard under $300. Let's unbox and review this electric skateboard. It's definitely a lot smaller than I expected. Just a little bit larger than a cruiser board. It's kind of the same length as a normal skateboard. But yeah, definitely a lot smaller than I expected. The trucks and the motors look in good shape. Doesn't look like it was used. Got the power on and off right here. You also got a battery meter here, which is useful. On the other side, you got a power charge port. Wow, I'm just so surprised how small it is. Did not expect to get a board this small. It's like, this is kind of like a mini board. I don't even know what they call it, like mini longboard. I have no idea. It's the shape of a longboard, but it's not as large as a longboard. The trucks are a good length. It looks like it was made for a traditional longboard. Got a box here, fancy. You got the user's manual, power charger, T-tool, remote. Actually really tiny, but it's the size of my hand though, that's for sure. And you got a cable to recharge that remote. I'm gonna plug in the charger and yeah, let's get this skateboard charged. While it's charging, let's go ahead and take a look at the specs for this electric skateboard. So the stats of the electric skateboard, they claim that it can go 9.3 miles. Looking forward to testing that out, see if I can reach that 9.3 miles. There are two speed modes. High mode, which they claim it can go up to 16 miles per hour. Also looking forward to pushing the board and seeing if I can reach that top speed. Maybe I can push it even further. I'm hoping I can push it further and reach at least 18 miles per hour. I'd be really happy with that. They also have a low mode. The low mode, they claim it can go up to 9 miles per hour. Which is definitely a good speed for low mode. Like if anyone is trying to try out the electric skateboard for the first time, they can get them on the low mode. Max climb angle, they claim it can go up a 10-degree hill, which is definitely a lot less than other more expensive skateboards out there. The battery, this battery here, I think it's a standard battery. I don't think it's a well-known branded battery, so I don't know how long it'll last. The capacity, they claim it has 4,400 milliamps. And it's a 25.2 volt lithium battery. So this electric skateboard is a 7S 2P. This is the first time trying out a 7S. Usually I'd use a 10S battery electric skateboard. So I'm looking forward to how underwhelming, how powerful this electric skateboard is compared to the 10S. The charge time for the electric skateboard, they say it is 3 hours. The deck of the electric skateboard is 6 layers of northeast maple plus 1 layer of bamboo. Here is the flexibility. Here is the stability of the board. The max load is 220 pounds, which is definitely really good. This electric skateboard has dual hub motors with 83mm sleeves, and it's definitely a lot smaller, a lot thinner than other electric skateboard wheels out there. Usually I'd see 90mm and up, so I'm just hoping that the rubber lasts a good time. The power of the motor is 250 watts. The total weight of the electric skateboard, they say it is 13 pounds, which is definitely really good, like if you want to travel with this board and walk around with it.
Later.
Okay, so we're fully recharged, and yeah, let's test this out. On 4 bars. What's neat, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's actually 4 speed modes on this remote. So I don't know what happened with the website. They didn't update it. You got low, medium, high, and high plus. All right, let's try low. I'm also gonna be tracking how fast I'm going. Let's track how fast I'm going. All right, let's start testing. You got the forward and the back button right here, forward and reverse. So, I got about 5 miles per hour there. All right, it's time for us to try medium. I got to 10 miles per hour on medium. Let's try out high. So I'm on high speed right now. I think I could reach maybe 18. I could reach 18, I believe so, just because I've hit 16 and I think I had a little bit more juice to go faster. One thing I can say is if you do purchase this, make sure you tighten up your truck. So max speed I reached on High Plus is 16 miles per hour. I cannot pass 60 miles per hour. I definitely wanted to at least hit 18. Maybe going down the hill, if I was going downhill, I could probably hit 18, maybe even 20. But you know, on flat, 60 miles per hour max. All right, we're gonna do the brake test. On this remote, it actually shows that there's 4 different brake modes. I'm gonna be on the highest brake mode and we're just gonna test it out and see the limitations and see how well the brakes do. Right into the camera. All right, so there must be a better way to test this out. My back wheel is definitely skid there. I think it has good brakes. If you're going really slow, you can stop immediately. But if you're going like a decent speed, maybe 60 miles per hour, and you're trying to stop, you know, you gotta make sure you have some time to make sure you brake a little bit early. It's really good in cruising. It's not like the fastest board out there, but because it's such a compact skateboard, it feels like you have more angle to turn.
On high, hitting 15.
Oh!
What happened there?
I pulled on it too aggressively on the brake. I think I gotta buy one.
Yeah?
Yep.
How
much? Still a beginner, but out of 10 for a short board, I give it an 8.
Last thing to do was test out the range. I took the board for a ride. So right now I'm actually at 2 bars and it's been beeping anytime I go up a hill. It's just warning that it's using too much power. But I got 2 bars, so let's see how much longer I can skate. Alright, my remote says that we're on 1 bar, so I'm gonna call it. It's probably beeped like 12 times already, maybe 10. See you in a second. We are back from my first ride using the Phoenix Riders P3. It was actually really fun. Let's get into details. So my experience with the Phoenix Riders P3. Obviously, this is just my first impression, and I've only had the skateboard for like a few hours now. So take that in consideration. So very briefly, they claim that the skateboard can go 9 miles on a full charge. I actually hit 8.2 miles on a full charge, and obviously that's just from the remote. But I also recorded on my phone, and it was pretty accurate. Now, thoughts about 9 miles. This skateboard here is definitely not something you'd use to travel far. Maybe if you have to go to the store that was close by, you can go to the store, pick up the skateboard because, you know, it only weighs 13 pounds. You can lift it up, do what you got to do, and then you can skate back. Top speed, they claimed you can go 16 miles per hour. I hit 60 miles per hour as well. What's really interesting is when I was on my 1 bar, I had a slight battery sag. It wasn't crazy, only 2 miles per hour decrease from my top speed. The brakes are actually pretty strong on this electric skateboard. I think it's also because it's really small. It's not trying to stop a larger board. You can actually see my friend and I, obviously, we tripped on this skateboard. Also, you can, you know, smooth them out by using a lighter brake level. Hill climbing on this electric skateboard. I was kind of impressed. You can actually go up some hills, but in my opinion, avoid like the more steep hills, because anytime I'd actually go up a hill, I'd be burning more battery, resulting in less range. Might as well skate normally up a hill without, you know, using the battery like what I did. So out of the box, I actually had concerns of the size of the electric skateboard. I didn't know how good it would be. I didn't know what to expect. But after skating a while, you know, I noticed that it feels different than, you know, using a normal longboard. You can definitely make sharper turns. My friend actually mentioned that he enjoyed the smaller skateboard rather than the normal long size longboard. I think he had a lot more fun with it. One thing I'd like to mention is the deck is actually very, very stiff. If you're rolling on bumps, rolling on the sidewalk, you're going to feel those bumps. You're going to feel, you know, hitting rocks. Definitely not a deal breaker. It's just I'm used to flexible electric skateboards. And final verdict about this electric skateboard as a first impression. This electric skateboard is really, really great for beginners to electric skateboarding. Also, the skateboard can be really good for kids and teens. The size of the electric skateboard, I imagine like kids using it, like learning how to skateboard maybe. I don't know. Just make sure you keep them off the H+. The deck looks like it's a longboard, but it's the size of a normal skateboard. But the clearance that I had on the deck kind of felt like it would have been perfect for kids or, you know, younger teens. I weigh 170 pounds and I wasn't used to the foot placement at first. I actually caught myself putting my foot next to the edge. Definitely not a big deal. It's just something I have to get used to. But yeah, you guys, that is my brief thoughts about the electric skateboard, my first impression. Again, only a few hours that I own this electric skateboard. Phoenix Riders do have a warranty, but hopefully I don't have to use it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review and the unboxing video. Have a great day, you guys. Peace.